Hello students, this is Mr. Bostrom here. Today I am at Pride's Corner Farm, which is a nursery, one of the largest nurseries probably in Connecticut. But I'm at their Cromwell yard. So they have two yards. They have one in Cromwell and they have one in Lebanon, Connecticut, which is kind of in the northeast corner. So I'm going to kind of walk around the nursery that they have here today, and I'm going to kind of point out some different plants, look at some flowering shrubs, and kind of just explain what they actually do here. So hope you guys like it. Trees. So as you can see, these trees are quite tall, but they're actually potted. They're in this burlap sack. So in this sack there's soil where they were actually dug out of the ground, and then they put them in that burlap to kind of keep them so they're able to be transported. And then what they do is they kind of mound up these rows of soil and wood chips to keep them moist while they're in that burlap. And as you can see right here, they have sprinklers that go on multiple times a day to keep them all watered. So these are all here for landscapers mostly to pick up and do different jobs with. But again, this is called burlap, and in that burlap is the roots of the tree. And the whole point of the burlap is to be able to move the plant. So obviously it was grown in a field somewhere, and then it was dug up, and then if a customer wants to come, they'll actually take it and transplant it in someone else's yard. So as you can see, there's a couple holes here for, it looks like some people moved some plants. Let's keep looking. So this tree right here, this is actually Mr. Bostrom's favorite tree. So this is a paper bark maple. Latin name is Acer griseum. So this is Mr. Bostrom's favorite type of tree, Acer griseum. I just like the color of the bark and how it kind of peels off like that. And it has beautiful colored leaves in the fall. So that's Mr. Bostrom's favorite tree. Just thought I'd point that out. But if you guys ever want to get involved in the nursery business, a big thing to know is Latin names. So as you can see on this tag right here, it says the Latin name. It has some different numbers for like the computer system, so it knows how many they have in stock. The number 1.75 and 2 inches, I'm guessing, is the caliber of the tree. So like how thick the actual trunk is of the tree when it's sold. So obviously a tree that has a thicker trunk is going to be worth more money because it took more time to grow. So if you want to be involved in the nursery industry, definitely knowing your plant names is a big thing. So let's keep on walking. So over here it looks like we have some crab apples, I believe. Let's look at the name. Yep. So Malice would be a crab apple. So here we have crab apples. It looks like they're kind of just starting to bloom. Beautiful pink flowers. Let's keep on looking. So again, crab apple. On the tag it does have some numbers. So 2 to 2.5 inch. That's talking again about the kind of diameter of the trunk here. Let's see what else we have. Oh. So this is a Callery pear tree. Pyrus calleriana is the Latin name. This has some beautiful, nice white pink flowers as well. They kind of have this beautiful upright kind of structure to them, as you guys can see. So there's a lot of these. These are very popular nowadays. You guys can kind of see how many trees they have. They have quite a bit. And the company, the nursery that grows all these, grow them in a field like you would grow corn, except they're trees. And then once the trees reach a certain height, they get dug up, balled in that burlap, and then that's when they get shipped to different landscapers. So it's pretty cool. So those are all different size trees. These are a lot bigger nursery stock. But we'll come over here, there's some smaller stuff. So over here there's arborvitaes. Looks like there's a lot blew down from the wind. But these are not in the burlap. Instead now they are in these plastic gallon containers. So the soil is right in the plastic container and the plant is growing right out of that. So again, that makes it easy for transportation when you have to do a job. So these are all different arborvitaes. Here we have a weeping cherry tree, beautiful flowers. Again, that's in a plastic container. So a couple more trees. These are all in plastic containers. And then if we take a look over here, now we have some different shrubs. So these are, again, are all in plastic containers. Anybody remember what we have here? We talked about this a week or two ago. Full bloom, kind of the first plant to bloom in Connecticut. Anybody have a guess? Well, if you guess for Forsythia, you're right. So those are beautiful. Come on over here. These are azaleas. So these are a white variety, so they have beautiful white flowers. And then again, we talked about these last week. These are all PJM rhododendrons, so pretty cool. And these all get watered by these giant sprinklers that are above the plants. They come on multiple times per day, soak all the plants, and that's how they water them. They don't water them by hand. And here's some even more plants. So again, this is Pride's Corner Farm in Cromwell, Connecticut, but their main place is in Lebanon, Connecticut. See some beautiful shrubbery over here. So the way they actually move these is they have a piece of equipment that has, it's pretty much a skid steer that has this big arm on it, and the arm kind of grabs the root ball, or like the burlap part, and then that's when you're able to move it into your truck or a trailer or something like that. But here's some pretty large pine trees. These look like some Norway spruce, probably 12 foot tall. So they weigh a lot, can't move those by hand. And again, up there is a big sprinkler. That's how they keep everything watered. So, a tree like this is a very large tree, might go for $300 to $400. So it's they have a lot of money wrapped up in these trees. So nursery industry in Connecticut is thriving. A lot of people enjoy a nice landscape around their house. So the landscape industry in Connecticut is a huge thing for Connecticut. It's actually the most popular agricultural industry in the state. So it's a good business to be in.